Audible to everyone. Just type yes in the chat box if you are able to listen my voice. Okay. In today's session, we are going to implement pagination to data page. That's actually employee data page. We are going to implement here. So for that, what are the different changes we need to do here? How to implement this one, I am going to show. So before going to start this concept, I'll show some basic points understand here. Pagination by default handled by Spring Boot itself. For that, we need to pass some inputs. Okay, what are the different inputs that we need to give here? I'm showing here. Okay, so the most important here is that is actually providing the input here, which actually contains two major objects. One is actually page number, and second one is actually page size. Please disable your webcams. Paging and sorting repository, we have method find all. There is actually pageable available. Okay, pageable is available here. Okay, so if we call this find all method, there is actually pageable object we have to pass. Pageable is a combination of page number and page size. Okay, and once you implement here, you will get the page. This page contains the data that is actually called content, and also is that first page, last page, next page, previous page, all the links also we are going to get. So if we use this find all method, which is actually available in paging and sorting repository, then we can do this code. Okay, observe carefully. To do pagination, we should pass two inputs actually, page number and page size. They are converted into pageable object. Pageable object. Okay, observe carefully. That means URL should look like here. Something here dot slash. If you look at how to fetch the complete data, okay, if you go to controller class here, there we have something like a all. Okay, I'm just entering all question mark. It's actually page is equals to some number and size is equals to some number like this. But size I'm just going to fix actually in the program. Just I'm showing this point here. Okay. And understand few points here. Page number starts from 0. 0. That's actually like index number. We can also call it here. Page number starts from 0. But for UI, we are going to start in the 1. Okay. But in UI, we will start from 1. Okay. That's actually plus 1. We'll do internally plus 1 here. So, but end user, if you show 0, they will not understand. So we'll start from plus 1. Okay. Now, first time if you are going to this page, there is no number you are going to click. Okay. First time after getting the result, second time onwards, you are going to click on that numbers. Okay. For example, go to Google search. Okay. Search with some content here. Just I'm searching here. Okay. First time you are searching, you are not clicking on any number. Second time onwards, you are going to click on particular numbers. Okay. So first you are going to enter normal URL. Okay. Second time you are going to click on the numbers. So when you are doing first time search, there will be no inputs provided. Okay. In that case, we need to provide some default. If we are calling slash all URL, first time, no pagination inputs may be provided. So use default values for pagination. Okay, now the question is how to provide the default values. Okay, so if you want to provide the default values, there is an annotation available here. That's actually page default, pageable default. Okay, actually we need to pass pageable object. So for this pageable, there is annotation provided. It's a pageable default. This annotation here, using annotation, it's a pageable default. Okay, if we did not pass any data here, it is actually going to provide the default values. Okay, I'll show how to provide here pageable default. Default page number considered as a 0 and default size I'm just taking as a 3. You just change it to 10 and it works here really good. But to show output, I don't want to insert more number of rows. That's why I'm just taking as a 3. Okay, so you can provide default values if there is no data sent like this. That is the first time. Okay, first time we have to enter slash all, then data will come. Second time onwards, we can click on the numbers. When you click on particular number, internally this request is made. So first time I'm just giving the data like this. Okay, if we enter slash all. Okay, and call. Okay, finally call method find all of pageable.
pagination इधर लेके आएंगे बिल्कुल.
Okay, so if we call finally find all method that takes pageable, that returns actually page object. Okay, which contains data and some metadata. Metadata means is first row, is last row, has next, has previous, all extra information will be there. That's actually metadata. Okay, data, we can also call it content and metadata, additional content here. Okay, current page number, everything we are going to get here. Okay, then we have to display finally at UI. Okay, now observe here. I'm doing the code changes here one by one. Concentrate carefully. If you look at last session example, if you look at especially controller, we have a method in employee controller. In employee controller, we have a method show all employees. Okay, when you enter slash all, that's actually fetching all the records from service. This time we should not fetch all the records. Okay, we should fetch only particular data based on the pagination. So service method we have to change. Okay, code changes comes in three different places here. Okay, one is that actually service layer. Second, we have to define a method that is actually at controller. Third, at UI. That's a employee data page. Okay, first I am going to service layer. Service interface. We have get all methods, get all employees. I'm not modifying this method, let it be. I'll define a new method in the bottom. Okay, similar to above method here. Get all employees. But here what I'm just doing, passing the parameter, it's a pageable. Okay, make sure that import statement taken properly. It's a ORG Spring Framework auto configuration here, pageable. Okay, which returns actually page. Control Shift O to get the imports. First, I went to service. Already we have get all employees, which returns list data. Okay, I don't want this method to call now. So I have provided a method get all employees that takes pageable object and which returns actually page. This is step one. I employee service. Add this method. Okay. Next, once you add the method, this method must be implemented inside employee service IMPL. Okay, scroll down and in the bottom, employee service IMPL. There I'm writing a method get all. Okay, this time I'm using repo dot using a method find all. I'm passing pageable object. Okay, repo dot find all. I'm passing pageable object. Import statement wrong. This is a pageable object. Fine. Which returns actually page. It's a page of employee. It's a page. This is done. So I have added one method in employee service IMPL. This one. Okay. So previously we are calling find all method without any pageable parameter. That return is list actually. Now it is actually returning page. This page contains the data. It also contains list, but not all the rows. which are actually related to current page number. The data which is related to current page number. Okay. So I am just giving import statement also here. They are defined in the package. Here, pageable and page are defined in package. This one. Import statement. Make sure that you have taken proper one. Okay, next. Going to controller method here, employee controller. This actually method. Okay, now I'm just keeping this code in the comment section. Okay, I don't want to modify this. Let this be as it is. I'll write again one more method. Look at. So what are the major changes that I'm just doing? Concentrate carefully. My target is when you enter /all, go to employee data page. That's fine. But with pagination concept, I want to go with pagination concept. Okay. So first of all, what we are going to expect here is ends with all question mark some pages equals to some number should come. Okay. If they enter page number, that is fine. So that is actually converted to pageable object. Pageable object. Okay. But if they don't enter this, then what will happen? For example, they are entering something like page number. They're clicking on some link that is actually 1, 2, 3 numbers. They're clicking. Some numbers will come. If they're doing first time request, okay, just entering all, there is no pagination data. In that case, I'll take the defaults. That's actually pageable default. I'm just giving page number 0 and size is equals to something 3. I'm just taking like this. Okay, observe. This is a pageable. Now, by taking this pageable object, call service method, which we defined just now. It's actually get all employees of pageable. Okay. Here, if you look at just now, we defined a method, get all employees, which takes pageable object. Okay. And that returns the data of page. It's a page of, now here, this actually employee. It's a page. Okay. Now let us come to employee data page. If you look at employee data page, there we have list. We have to pass the list data so that this is actually created. For each loop is there. For each loop is there, printing the ID, name, and all there. List data is required. So if we just come to controller back, I have to send the list data. How to get the list data? Page dot, there is a method called get content. Get content actually returns the list of that particular page only, particular page data only, not complete data here. It's a particular page data. Okay, it's a employee. Okay, I'm sending this details to UI by using the memory. It's a model. So it's a model. I'm just using sending the data to UI. So here it's a model dot add attribute. One is actually list. I am passing the list here. And second is actually page. Okay. Now I'm just running up to this. We have to do some UI designing here also. Display the numbers actually. Okay, first we'll run up to this and see here. It's a 9898 slash all. Okay, I just entered here. Of course, only 2 rows are there. We'll insert multiple rows actually. Okay, welcome to employee register page. Here we have Ajay, ajay@gmail.com, add employee, abc, abc@gmail.com, add employee. Like this, I'm just taking, look at here. Okay, only we got 3 records here. See, other records are not there. How to fetch other records here? If you look at the URL, if you look at the URL, there I'm just doing question mark, page is equals to 0. Of course, current page only. Now I'm writing page is equals to 1. See, the data is modified. Okay, actually we should not pass like this manually. We should create the numbers in the bottom. And I'm writing page is equals to 2, no data. Page is equals 3, of course, there also no data. Let me insert few more records even. Now look at here. I'm just writing page is equals to 2. See, page is equals 0, page equals to 1, and page equals to 2. See, data is coming like this. But we should not enter like this in manually in browser. Okay, that's not a good approach here. Entering like this is actually not a good approach. But just for confirmation here, okay, this is done as of now. It's okay. Now I'm writing the continuation. Okay, I want to display the page numbers here. How it is going to be? Okay, after table done here, I just want to display here some HR horizontal row. I'm just taking. Okay, first we have to display the numbers 1 to 3 numbers. We have to display page numbers here. Okay, how to display here? It's a C colon for each. Okay, we have to start with a temporary variable I or as page number, and that should begin and end. Okay, begin with actually 0 and end with total pages minus 1. Okay, that's actually we have to, yeah, that we have to display total number of pages. For example, 10 pages are there. Okay, page number starts from 0, right? So up to 9. So how to find out total pages actually? Do you remember how to find total pages? Yeah, while explaining data JPEG I gave here. Okay, if you go to page, if you go to page, there we have get total pages. There is a method available, get total pages. Okay, if the method name starts with a get, directly use property total pages. Okay, here we have to end with, it's a total pages, page dot, of course you can call like get total pages minus 1. Okay, these many times we have to display this I. Okay, just I'm writing here. I'm writing anchor tag href. There I'm displaying I. Okay, just run this application and see here. Just entering all and see 012 has come. Okay, actually we should not display as a 0. So here what I'm just doing here, Concentrate carefully. Instead of showing 0, I'm just adding +1. Okay, for UI understand onwards here, see like this. It's a 1, 2, 3. If you want to give some space here, add non-breaking space. HTML representation to give space. Okay, that's fine. Next. Okay. So here, when you click on that particular number, we have to make a request like that. That should add page number here. So for the current URL, we have to mention it's a page z equals to. Okay, what is the current one here? It's I. It's a $I. Okay, when you click on this one, internally we have to send the page number. Internally we have to send the page number here. So here, I'm just writing this one. Come and just do refresh. Let me click on 2. Let me click on 3, 1. Data getting modified. You can see. And 1. And if you click on that particular number 2, 2 minus 1, actually it's a 1. Let me click on 3, 3 minus 1, it's actually 2. You can see the data. Yes, inside the braces, it's actually EL. Expression language supports calling a method, but this method should return a value. Expression means finally some value should come. Integer value, string value, Boolean value. Void methods you can't call. We cannot call void methods. Okay. EL stands for expression language. An expression is the combination of objects, variables, methods, operators, symbols that returns finally one value. That is a basic point in core Java. Remember that. Okay. So it actually fetching the data and displaying here. Okay. Now observe carefully. I just want to add some additional information here. Okay. There I'm writing here. It's a C colon if. There I'm writing some condition. Is this current page? Dollar dot is page dot is first. Is this first page? Okay. So here RS has previous and has next. I'm just checking here. Okay. First we'll write next and previous here. Okay. First I'm going to write has previous and has next methods are there. Has previous. If previous is there, then construct this link. Okay. It's a previous. Okay. Previous means what? Current page number minus 1. Okay. How to get the current page number if you look at? It's a get number returns current page number. It's a get number we have. We can write like this. It's a current page number. Previous means minus 1. In the same way, it's a next. No, no. This one we have to write here. Here we have to write page dot has previous, has next, current page number plus 1. It's a next. Okay, come and just do refresh. Okay, we are in currently 0. 0 has no previous. 2 as previous. 3 has no next, but previous is there. Previous, previous, see. Yeah, if you want to display first and last also, if it is not a first page, then we can display first page. Is first. Okay, if not first. If not first, then we can go to first page here. First page means directly we can write page number 0. Okay, if not first, if not last, okay, go to last page. Last page means actually total page numbers minus 1. Total page number minus 1. Refresh. Okay, last, first. See, first means coming to 0. Okay, click on last. Last means coming to 2. Okay, 2 means internally it's actually UI perspective, it's a 3. Okay, see here, it's a previous. See, yeah, UI designing you can do here. Okay, this actually pagination we implemented by using our application. Hope you understand this point here. This is the changes that we have done in controller. If you look at employee controller, it just defined completely new method instead of modifying the existed one. Okay, that's actually employee controller. And EMP data page. In the bottom, I'm just adding this extra. Okay, after table finished, add this content extra. Okay, so this is a pagination data here. It's done. If you want to do some UI designing, I'm just going to give it now. Okay, that's a bootstrap you can add. If you don't know UI designing, I'm just going to keep these files as a backup and you can use the same here. Concentrate. Okay, I'm just keeping these files normal as usual. There we have pages folder. These are the different pages we have. Okay, inside the web INF, I'm just creating one more folder. It's a backup folder. Same pages I'm just taking here and placing in backup folder also. Okay, same pages I'm just placing in backup folder. Now I'll just modify these files with UI design. I'm just going to add some UI design, bootstrap UI. That's why I kept in the backup. In the backup without UI, you will see. Okay, in pages you will see with UI changes. Okay, so here I'm not doing any high level complication changes here. A simple UI designing I'm adding here by using bootstrap. Bootstrap 4 is a UI designing. It's a CSS library. Okay, I'm just taking this line here. You can see this is a line I'm just adding. It's a ready-made CSS we can call in simple. just going to register page, and inside the head section, adding this one. Okay, this one added here. Now observe, even I'm just going to edit page, they're also adding CSS line, and in the data page also adding this one. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so if we just run the application and see output here, okay, it's a design, it is coming here. Okay, let us do slide changes. Actually, there I'm writing div section class equals to, we have to write it's a container. It's a predefined CSS class name which is available in the given link. Okay, everything should be inside the container only. Body open to body close, everything inside the container. Okay, now here I'm just creating a simple card design. It's a class card header, it's a card body, just moving this heading. Inside the card body, I'm just keeping this table here. Okay, inside this one, there I'm removing this border. I'm writing class equals to table, table hyphen over, and I'm just adding a class. Okay, come to UI design and just do refresh. Look at this one. Okay, so here, this one delete links and edit links also we can modify. Add some class. Class means not Java class, it's a CSS class. It's a button, it's a danger. If you know already this bootstrap, then only you can understand. Okay, who are actually attending UI sessions, they might be getting here. Refresh like this. Okay, observe. Yeah, pagination also we have some design. It's a bootstrap pagination we have. You can just click on this pagination and you can choose whatever the design that you want. Just copy the same and write it here, pagination design. Okay, here we have reference link, right? Okay, these are the reference links you can see. It's a navigation. I'm just adding here. Okay, first of all, in the bottom, I'm adding. Okay, you can see here and come and just do refresh. So this is a pagination. Okay, previous, first, next, and here we have like this. Okay, so I'm just taking this content here. So this one first link is there, right? I'm just replacing here H reference. This H reference I'm just copying here, page 0. This actually first. Okay, but this should come only in conditional based. Like this. Okay, if it's not first page, then only show first. In the same way, if it's not last page, it's a last. Okay, and this page number should come in the loop actually. Okay, you can see here it's a page numbers, C colon for each we have. Okay, and H reference is there. Writing the same, adding this one. Okay, in the same way, previous and next buttons also there. There's a previous content. This H reference content I'm just taking. Okay, and next content also. This is the next one. Okay, just look at this one. It's a card div. It's a control A and control I. If you press, everything will be automatically adjusted. Okay, this one. Click on to. Okay, it's a next, previous, first, next. Okay, no, don't by heart this one. Okay, this actually UI designing. Okay, learn this concept actually here. Okay, this I just copy pasted, right? Same. Understand how I'm writing this. This is important. You have to understand this section here. Okay, when we have to display first page, if it is not first page, then only first. Okay, when we have to display has previous, if it is having previous, then only. What is the meaning of previous? Current page number minus 1. Okay, so total pages minus 1. That's actually 0 to max number. Okay, it's a UI design. You can see a simple UI design. We can do a lot, sir. Just I'm showing few like this. Okay, now if you go to something like a register page here, okay, it doesn't look good. For this also I'm just doing some designing. Concentrate. Okay, yeah, Debesh Nayak, you can just go and see. If you want highlighted color, here we have, see, there is a class you need to add active. If the current page number and the loop number is same, then add extra class called active. You'll get like this. Okay, go to this reference link, you will get even more if you want. Okay, if you want to add some active colors and all, and size if you want to increase and reduce. Okay, I'm showing the possibility that what we can do here. Remaining you do it. Okay, and here I'm just writing again, it's a div class equals to container. Yeah, that's why I added I gave in backup. If you don't know UI technology, bootstrap, if you don't know, that's why I just gave as a backup. Okay, nowadays, okay, in companies, most of the companies will ask full stack. Okay, front end, back end, and UI technologies also. Okay, jQuery, Angular, HTML, CSS, bootstrap, JavaScript, ECMAScript, TypeScript, minimum knowledge required. Okay, so that era gone, sir. I know this basics. Okay, give me job. That era gone. Nowadays, if you know all the things, okay, we'll get the job, and that too with more package. Okay, it's just container added here. There I'm just checking data page. Inside the body, I'm just keeping the form. This time pre-tag not required. Okay, I'll just do some designing here. Okay, there I'm writing some classes here. UI designing classes. It's a div section. There we have to write class is equals to row. Div section. Class is equals to column hyphen some 4. One is actually for label, and second one is for input. Row 1, it's for row 2, row 3, and row 4. I'm adding like this. This is a name input. Add it. Input section, writing here. And I'm writing extra input class equals to form hyphen control. Like this we have to write. It's an email. Salary. It's a department. It's a button. Refresh. Control A and Control I, everything auto adjusted code. Control I, indentation, code auto adjusted everything here like this. Okay, this is a basic form here. Okay, it's a data page. And if you click on edit, okay, this one almost similar to a register page only. Okay, action, update, and model attribute. Okay, form tags are there. You do this one. Okay, look at this register page, how I wrote. See, this actually class equals to form control. You just do that one. Okay, so yeah, I'm just giving the pages inside the backup folder without UI. Okay, without UI designing, I have provided inside this folder. Okay, and here inside regular application folders, there you can find it with design. Okay, yeah, you try for edit page, just step by step. This code also I'll share today. Okay, this is a major concept here, especially if you look at pagination methods. Okay, pagination methods, if you look at here, is first. If it is not first page, then only we have to display first. If it is having previous page, read the current page number and -1. Current page number -1, it's actually previous page. Okay, so display the numbers from 0 to page number -1. Okay, as next, if current page number +1. Okay, if it is not last, if the current page is not last page, then only display last page number, total pages -1. Okay, I'm just giving a comment also here everywhere. If current page is not a first page, then show first page link. If current page has previous page, then show link current page number -1. Okay, display page numbers. Here we have to display the page numbers. Okay, display page numbers from uh, what we take, from 0 to total pages -1. Okay, total number of pages -1, because we are starting from index 0, right? Okay, if current page has next page, then show the link current page number +1. Okay, if the current page is not last page, if current page is not last page, then show last page link. Okay, you have to show the last page link. That is your task. Okay, yeah, I'll share this complete code also. Let me even finish one more point. There is a log4j implementation. Okay, observe carefully. I am writing. If you look at last session controller here, okay, this is a controller code. And for update also, we have tried some logic. When you're trying to do update, actually, we wrote implementation logic. If you look at, okay, if it is exist by ID, okay, then we have to update. Else we have to throw exception, employee not found. I kept in comment. There I'm writing throw. Sorry, throw new employee not found exception. Okay, employee that ID not exist. Like this I'm writing. Okay, it's actually e dot get ID, single quotes, double plus, not exist. Like this I'm writing. Employee 101 or 36 not exist. Like this I'm writing. Okay, so in case of save, okay, normal operation only. Okay, it's actually getting all employees, delete one employee, get one employee, update the employee. Okay, now this actually small modification. Yesterday I forgot to give this. It's a throw employee. Here also I just gave employee not found exception. Here also similar. Okay. Now coming to controller here. Okay, coming to controller. Okay. See here, delete method. We actually handled employee not found exception. That is fine. Okay. Employee not found exception we handled. That's okay. If any other exceptions comes here, okay, then it's actually not handled. Okay, so for that, okay, of course we can never guess that what kind of exceptions will come in real time. If any problems comes in real time, okay, if any problems comes while running the application, generally we see all the problems printed on console. Everything is printed on console. That is really good. Fine. Okay, we can go to console, read the exception and fix the code. But once you move the application to real time production server, okay, not development, in that case console will not be available. Okay, so in that case we are going to use a concept of log file. Okay, how to enable that log file I'm just going to show. Okay, the basic concept is actually log4j. Hope everyone watched the log4j videos. Okay, but here log4j concept directly we are not going to implement. If you follow log4j, it says you must write a file called log4j.properties, and you must create something like appender manually, okay, layout manually, okay, and you have to create some other things here. They says, okay, all this must be handled by programmer. Now there is one more implementation has come here, slf4j. Okay, SLF4j is implemented on top of log4j. Simple logging facade. Okay, simple logging facade. Yes, simple logging facade. Okay, for Java here. Okay, it says I'll take care of all these things. Okay, appender creation, layout creation, and properties creation, and all. I'll take care of all these things. You just to provide some keys actually in properties file, your regular properties file, and also create something like logger object. Okay, logger object you handle. Okay, remaining all I'll take care, it is saying here. That's actually called simple logging facade, a simplification of log4j. Okay, you can compare with your UI designing. Just now we handled bootstrap. Olden days we used to write CSS manually. Okay, CSS manually, we have to create a dot, some ABC class. There we have to write something like a color, some colon red. Okay, apply this class to any particular tag, anchor tag class is equals to ABC. We write like that. Now coming to bootstrap, it says I'll give ready-made CSS classes. Okay, you don't write here, you just apply them here also same. Okay, if you follow log4j concept, okay, appender, layout, and their details, patterns, everything you should give manually. SLF4j says no need of creating this log4j. I'll make it this simplified. Okay, you just handle only some properties and logger objects. A simplified log4j concept we can also call here. So how to implement this SLF4j, that we are going to see. A simplified concept of log4j that handles logging setup like root logger, appenders, layouts. Here in boot applications, we should provide keys in properties file and logger object inside controller class. Okay, so this is, as the name itself indicates, a simple logging facade. It's a really simplified one. Okay, it's a very easy to apply even. Okay, I'll show step by step. Concentrate carefully. Step number one, go to properties file. Okay, there I'm writing logging properties here. It's a logging keys. I'm just writing here. Now there I'm writing here. It's a logging. Logging dot file dot name. Okay. So you can write dot slash and you can continue the file location. Okay. In case of real-time server. And if you want to see that file in a drive system, then just provide some drive system name here. I'm just keeping it's a logs folder. It's a E drive and logs. Like this I'm writing. Okay, in real time, what will be happened here is dot dot slash. Okay, that will come one step outside of the project. It is actually created. Dot dot slash some application that is actually file name dot log that is actually given like this. Okay, RS location can be passed using environment variable or something like a profiles. By using profiles also you can pass. That is also okay here. So, but temporarily I'm just taking here logs folder. Okay, it's a emp app dot log. Okay, providing the logging file name here. It's a first property. And second, this log file, okay, we are writing the content to this log file. What is the maximum size that you want to mention here? Okay, default size actually, it's actually 10. It's a max size we are writing. Oh, it's a max size I'm just writing here. Okay, default max size actually 10 MB. Okay, so you can keep 10 MB here. If you want to modify this value, then you can add. Okay, once it is crossed 10 MB, it will take a backup of this one as a zip, and it will start creating a new file that will write the log files to this new file. Okay, so max size here. I'm just keeping this comment. Okay, and here you can even mention your own pattern, but default pattern only I just want to follow here. Okay, pattern dot file. Okay, you can just click on this one here. Look at the default pattern is printing here. Okay, percentile D indicates the date and time. Okay, it's a year, month, date, hours, minutes, seconds here. Okay, percentile P priority methods. Okay, you see some numbers 40. Okay, 39 here. You see some numbers, right? 5. Okay, that indicates spaces, number of spaces, that maximum spaces that want to allocate here. Okay, here you can see here M, N, like we have symbols. Percentile T indicates thread, priority, that is actually process ID. All it's actually printing. It's a default pattern is printing here. If you want, you can change something like, okay, it's a percentile D. There I'm writing. It's a DD, EMM, YY, okay, HH, EMM, ESS, ESSS, like this you can write. Percentile C class name, percentile M method name, percentile M small message. Okay, next line. Okay, percentile P priority method. You can add all this. Okay, but I'm just keeping this comment. If you want, you can add, showing the possibilities here. Okay, so if you want to mention, and if you want to set the logger level to your particular application here, look at the base package here. It's a logger level if you want to specify here. Okay, it's actually logging dot. It's a level we are going to mention here. Dot. Okay, is equals to, you want to start with the debug, or you want to start with the info, and you want to see errors. What is your logging level here? You can just mention here like this. Okay, just keeping comment section, just showing all possible keys. Okay, in production, recommended logger level is mostly info. In production, recommended logger level is info, because info and errors warnings that we want to see here. Generally, success messages no need to view. Okay, success is fine. We mainly writing log4j for errors, warnings, and informations here. Okay, we generally used to set info onwards. And even if you run the application, default starts from info only. You won't see any debug. Okay, when you run this application, Okay, you will see all infos only. You can see here infos and warnings. Okay, by default log file got created. You can see, open this log file. There you can see here all these log lines are created. It's a date and time, priority, process ID, thread, and it's a class name and particular package name and message. You can see like this. Okay, I want to implement the same to my application here. If you look at carefully how it is going to be, stopping this one, adding this one here, controller. Now look at code modifications I'm just giving here. Here we have no logic, no need of writing this logger object here. Sorry, writing is priority infos and printing here. First we have to create the logger object. It's a private, it's a logger. SLF for the implementation, I'm just taking log is equals to logger factory dot get logger. Now mention your current class name dot class. Step number one, create the logger object. By using this logger object, okay. Now code modifications I'm just doing, concentrate carefully. It's a try catch block. Okay. First of all, mentioning the details like this. It's a log.info entered into save employee method. Okay. There I'm writing it's a log.info employee saved. Okay. If you want to print the value also, generally we go for debug. Okay. And here I'm writing it's a log.error unable to process save employee. Save employee. And if you want to print the problem here, it's a e.get message. Okay. Braces indicate something printing at runtime here. Okay. Whatever the value that you provide, that actually replace with the braces. Okay. Just I'm writing final message log.info about to return response from save EMP. Like this I'm writing. Okay. Log4j implementation is always good standard. Okay. So if you write here, that actually helpful in production environment, even though it is actually created by developer actually. Okay. It's not the concept of development. It's actually for production. Okay. Let me show one more logic. For example, for delete, I'm writing here, concentrate how I'm writing for delete. Now here I'm writing, it's a log.info entered into delete employee. It's a log.info delete successful for employee. Okay, here log.error employee not exist. So here you can just get e.get message. Not deleted. Okay, you will see the message employee not exist like that. Okay, same you write it for edit, similar way here. Okay, infos, just I'm writing here. About to return response from delete employee. Okay, Writing like this is a good approach, similar to edit and update. Okay. So whenever any exception is printed, make sure that that is actually printed in log file also. That's an important point that we should take care here. By default, all these dependencies are handled by Spring Boot itself. No need to add any extra dependency. I'm starting this application. Come to browser and just do refresh. Okay, just I'm writing add employee. Okay, employee 10 saved. Okay, you can come to log file and see here in the bottom. See, employee controller entered into save employee method, employee saved, about to return the response. It's a infos. In our controller, you can see employee controller. Okay, now come here to all. Okay, I am trying to enter the record. Actually, it's a delete. Sorry, it's a delete. Just I'm writing number which is not exist. Something error page is coming here. That is fine. Okay, and this should also be logged. Okay, go to document and reload, or else close and open again. Go to document and use the option reload. Go to document and reload here. Okay, once it is reloaded, you should be able to see all the error details here. In the employee controller, employee not deleted, employee 456 not exist, and also complete trace from where the problem has come. Okay, first we are actually making the request thread. Okay, that's actually going to dispatcher servlet. Okay, that is going to dispatch a servlet, do service, do dispatch, handler mapper, okay, and their invocation handler, delegating to particular controller, okay, calling that particular method, invoking the method that is a remove in employee controller, calling service impl delete. It's actually trying to fetch one record, okay, executing optional or else throw, and executing service impl lambda expression, and there it is actually throwing the exception message, employee not found. It's a trace reverse. It will be bottom to top. Okay, you can get from where the problem has come clearly like this. Okay, all the possibilities, errors, exception messages, everything will be traced here. Of course, they are printed even console also. Okay, temporarily we have console. Later, if you go to production environment, that's actually not required. Console will not be available. Okay, and that too, it will be having temporary messages, not permanent. 2 days back message also you can see here. Okay, all will be available. Okay, so these are basic points of implementation, and you have to create logger object mainly. One, create logger object inside class. Okay, and import statements also I'm just giving. Yeah, you need not to add any extra dependencies. Spring Boot will take care here. Second one, provide info and error method details. Controller methods. Example, if you want to see, info, error, like this. Step number 3, inside application dot properties. Okay, specific keys I'm just giving here. Okay, so here Yeah, while developing the application only, we have to implement logging concept here. Okay. Sunita, if you want to see last logging details, search based on the date and time. Okay. Hanuman, Tomcat server, it will get the log problems of failures of servlets, failures of JSPs. Okay. And if you write custom exception and go and see whether it is actually going to get or not. Okay. That's actually not going to get. Debesh, if we give 10 MB max and if the file exceeds, a new log file will be created. Existing will not be deleted. It will be taken as a backup. Okay, it is taken as a backup to zip folder. Okay, instead of 10 MB, just change it to 10 KB and see that you'll see some different folders. Change it to 10 KB and run this application multiple times. Then you will see. Okay, Patel, if you don't know patterns, please go through Log4j videos I gave there. There I explained clearly. Okay, what is percentile C, percentile em, percentile D. Okay, Log4j sessions videos I gave, right? Please go through that. You will get clarity step by step. Okay. Log4j videos are there. Please go through them. There only you will get almost content. Here a simple implementation that we need to do. Okay, please watch this session if possible. Okay. So here, this we have seen. Here we can't integrate with Angular. Okay. Whatever the logging concept use, finally internally log4j only. Okay, whether you use different technology, logging facets and all, finally log4j. For example, if you use data JP or anything, what finally it goes internally is JDBC. Here also same. If you use SLFRJ or XYZ technology, any other technology, logging facets, any facets, finally internally log4j. Remember that. That is only base. Okay. Yeah, Cherry, that's what I'm saying here. By default, logging facet will take default appenders and layouts design. Okay. When you write something like logging.file, internet will create file appender. Okay, it will create a file appender. It will take care of that one here. Yeah, I'll share this code also today. Already I shared workspace, I think. Can you confirm? Did I share this complete workspace so far? No. Okay, if you just hold for a second, I'll share this WebMVC workspace. But still theme leaf concept is there. Okay, I'll share up to this. If you just hold for a second. Sharing this one. Okay, you'll take up to this. Again, after other concepts done, I'll share it again. Try to click on this download link. Please check everyone are able to download. Click on that link. Just confirm everyone. Just type yes or no if you are able to download or not. Okay. I'm just giving one small task also. Try to find out this one. Okay. What is the internal flow of JSP pages? If you try to find out, that will be good here. JSP internal conversion flow. Okay, try to find out this one here. Okay, actually, if you write JSP, that is actually converted to servlet. Do you know that one? A JSP is actually converted to a class. A class will be compiled. Okay, and every HTML line also converted into Java. Okay, underscore JSP, it is actually converted. Okay, yeah, there is a JSP internally a servlet. Okay, if possible, try to find out that flow. Okay, how JSP converted to here. Okay, I gave one that's regular notes link. In that link, advanced Java material is there. Okay, here you'll find all PDFs actually here. Advanced Java material is there. In that also I explained JSP internal flow here. In this link you can find link also here. That is also you can get it. Okay, yeah, continuation we see in tomorrow's class. Okay, thank you for session. Practice up to this.